Hey guys, just had a thought. I'm in my pajamas, by the way. No makeup. I've not makeup on all day or yesterday. Feels weird, but that's that. No point in putting makeup on now just to go to bed. So I've seen the new Prime Minister suggestions. I had a thought. We haven't had a female Prime Minister for ages, have we? For years. Not since well, obviously Theresa May, Thatcher, the milk snatcher. How about rebel poetess for PM? What would we have as our manifesto? I think complimentary cocktails instead of water coolers. Well, no, well, you couldn't be drunk at work, could you? Complimentary cocktails as a reward for getting through the day, just any day really. Um, oh, free books from bookshops on Fridays, and you've got something to read for the weekend. What else could we have? Oh, we'd have to bring in a manifesto that everyone. You wouldn't have to like poetry, but you had to try. And even if we tried all different techniques, like we'd like wouldn't brainwash you, but we'd like instead of just going, oh, this is a nice poem about flowers, then we'd have a little riff off, we'd have a poetry slam, we'd put some grime in there, we'd get Stormzy involved. Yeah, because I think a lot of people remember poetry from school, and I think teachers make such a difference to your life at school. I was such a geek at school. I always wanted to be one of the cool girls, and you know what? Tonight I put a little misery status on Facebook because I was really sad. I like not the greatest few days. I was crying at the bus stop on the way home from work, and my brilliant friend phoned me, and then I saw my friend from work, and we got the bus together and chatted. So actually, unfortunately, like I've mentioned, because my family aren't physically here, and ultimately they can't be there for me in the way that I need, but work and my friends and my poet friends and my work family have been there for me. So although times aren't great and there are difficult times, yeah, the point I was making there was one of the people who gave a little comment to make sure I was okay. She was one of the cool girls at school. She was one of the people I kind of idolized and would still think, wow, you are so cool. But actually, I think we all need to redefine the way we look at life and at people, because in school you have your cliques, don't you? Like Kanye West, I love that song, Click. And I think Kanye West, although people think, oh, Kanye's crazy, yeah, technically he probably is crazy because, but what he's doing for mental health is amazing. He's being open and he's talking about it. And that's why I have to tell you that although not recently, and I haven't acted on them, during the darkest moments of my anxiety and depression, I have had suicidal thoughts. I haven't acted on them, but I have acknowledged them and I have sought help. Unfortunately, the mental health team in my local area have really let me down. I can't remember if I put this in a previous post, but on a Sunday when the doctors wasn't open and I called the mental health team to explain how I was feeling and ask for help, guess how long they took to call me back? If you bear in mind, I said I was absolutely rock bottom and I couldn't cope anymore. 7 hours. If you just think about what could have happened in those 7 hours, and if I hadn't had the support of my family and my friends and people that would phone me and go, hold on a minute, life is worth living, things are going to get better. And I know it's probably really upsetting for you to hear, but I think it's really important to talk about suicide because someone in my family, when I was like 7 or 8, had a boyfriend who committed suicide, and I was only that age, I didn't really understand it, but I think it's when people, if you think about all the popular figures whose suicides have taken us by surprise, like Robin Williams, Kate Spade, all people that everyone thinks, oh, they're happy, they're a comedian. But actually, since I've become more real, and I'm completely honest with you, and you're probably sick of it by now, like one of my friends I used to work with a couple of jobs ago in back in Vegas, she was always so open about mental health, and I really respected her for that. I felt like I could never be that open, but now sounds so cliched, but I've worked on myself. I've had to find my own resilience because unfortunately the NHS has let me down. I can say to you that I've had suicidal thoughts, but I'm not having them at the moment. I haven't had them for a couple of months, and if I do have them again, I will seek help because we have to talk about suicide and mental health because it's when we don't talk about it that suicide is successful. And yeah, thank you for being there. I'm here for you. And I can't really think of anything more to say, which is rare for me, but that's that. And I'll probably do another post later. I just needed to get this out there. Cheers.